Sethbock.
Thanks.
I stand here today as a healthcare provider, as a compassion center operator, as someone who believes in the right of a state to determine what healthcare rights its citizens are entitled to, and finally, someone who believes in common sense. We believe that Rhode Island has crafted a unique and exceptional law that the Department of Justice should reflect upon as a model that can be used around the country for the safe distribution of medical marijuana. Unlike California, Rhode Island's Compassion Center program satisfies virtually all of the parameters outlined in the Department of Justice's guidelines issued in 2009. As these guidelines stated, the resources of the Department of Justice were not target patients and their caregivers. Due to the inability of many patients to find capable caregivers, the Rhode Island General Assembly created a Compassion Center program that is a natural extension of the caregiver program. The Department of Justice asserts that our Compassion Centers are large-scale, for-profit drug trafficking entities. Let it be known that we are not drug cartels hiding behind a veil of state law. Quite the contrary. And by definition, Compassion Centers are caregivers. We are healthcare providers that have devoted our lives to helping people in need. Furthermore, we are bound to the identical per-patient production limits as individual caregivers and their patients. The main difference is that we are a highly regulated caregiver entity designed to ensure that all patients have access to medicine. No longer will elderly cancer patients unable to find a caregiver have to troll the streets looking for medicine. This medicine is often unsafe and contaminated. We believe Compassion Centers will shrink the black market, decrease crime, and lead to a safe and effective way for patients to procure their medicine. And let there be no doubt that marijuana is a medicine. Nearly every major medical organization in the United States, including the American Medical Association, the National Academy of Sciences, supports the reclassification of marijuana so physicians can prescribe it. For all of those naysayers out there, remember the FDA and the DEA have allowed for the legal production and distribution of THC, the compound in marijuana that produces the so-called high. That medicine is called Marinol. Unfortunately, scientific research has since shown that the THC in Marinol is really not the most effective healing compound. Patients simply do not have the time to wait for a wholesale reclassification of marijuana, nor do they have the time for pharmaceutical companies to do large-scale, double-blinded research studies of other compounds. Patients need their medicine now. We've already been waiting for a year for this program to move forward. We cannot afford any additional delays. For now, the Rhode Island Medical Marijuana and Compassion Center program stands as this country's best method of providing a medicine that the scientific community embraces as an alternative to toxic and addictive pain medications, as well as other drugs. Today, we are calling upon the residents of Rhode Island to reach out to your lawmakers in the Department of Justice to ask them for support for this common sense program. Ask them to reflect on a definition of justice that includes compassion. Thank you very much.
Are you a medical doctor?
I'm a doctor of acupuncture. I'm a doctor of acupuncture.
And where is it you want medicine?